I'd like to greet all human beings all around the world with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. It don't matter if you're rich or poor. It don't matter if you're the toughest to the weakest person on the face of this earth. It don't matter if you're black or white. It don't matter if you my family, friend, or even my enemy. It don't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, or religious beliefs may be. I greet all of you all with the same greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. Today is Wednesday, July the 24th, 2019, the time being about 8:05 p.m. Tonight I'm coming with, first I want to say, thank God for allowing me and my two daughters to go up to Chicago and to be able to pay our last respects to my homie and friend, my childhood Cabrini Green friend, Jerome Skippy/Skip Taylor, and the White and all the rest of his family, to show them our respect and our love. May Skip rest in peace. Also, I thank God for me to be able to see a lot of my homies that I grew up with in Cabrini Green. Some retired and some not. Some active OGs. You see what I'm saying? Real OGs. Ones that seek peace in the black neighborhoods. You see what I'm saying? Ones that have respect for their elders. Ones that would put individuals in check that don't respect their elders. Some people don't know about that. You see, if you look at the YouTube videos when we was up in Chicago from the 17th to the 21st, you will see people up under the 6 and 5 standing there live. They're not doing drive-by shootings. They didn't care what color of clothes they had on. They didn't care which side they hat was tilted to. We all stood there in harmony and peace, because that's what we're about. We're about respect. We're about teaching others respect. Some people would have you fool and tell you they riding up under something, but if you take them somewhere out of this particular environment, you will see a different thing. But that ain't what I came to talk about today. I also like to say I thank God for, hey now, I thank God for allowing me to be able to have the finance, to be able to have the stable mind and body, to be able to take my two young daughters up into Chicago and let my daughter have her 14th birthday in a nice, peaceful way. Not worried about somebody coming past the house disrespecting their dad. You see what I'm saying? Not worried about somebody coming past their house trying to start some type of conflict. But we went on every side of town in Chicago, the good and the what's considered the bad. We didn't have no problem. You know why? Because we give respect. When you give respect, you get respect in some places. You see, when some people be from small towns and ain't never been nowhere else, and they used to disrespecting their elders and used to disrespecting and bullying others, all you got to take them out of that particular environment and they'll be straight one way or another. But I didn't even come to talk about that. My daughter, she was able to stay up into the Hilton Hotel in the northwest suburbs, enjoying herself. She was able to see her other brothers and sisters on my side and her mother's side. But I just want Susanna Wesley Family Learning Center, the people that was working in there in 2008 when my two youngest daughters' mothers was in your facility, and those of you all that was working there, those of you all that's in the police department, Charles, Missouri Police Department, those of y'all in the Mississippi County Sheriff Department here in Charleston, Missouri, and those of you that's running these programs here, y'all know who I'm talking about. All of y'all that aided and assisted my two young daughters' mothers when they was 1 and 2 years old to get them out of my house illegally, take them to your shelter down in East Prairie. Ain't nothing wrong with that if it's wanted. I'm just telling y'all, next time, do some investigation. Instead of trying to aid and assist a woman when they come down there and say somebody done did something to them, do some investigation. See, they didn't do no investigation in my case. And had they did, they would have seen my daughter's mother when I brought her down here. I got her in the Gibson Center and got her off of heroin until she got amongst these same people that aided and assisted her to take them out of my house May the 19th of 2008. But at the same time, if they would have did some research, they would have seen she had 2 children already, besides my 2 children that was born and addicted to heroin and crack that was taken away from her. She didn't raise them. After my 2 daughters, they took my 2 daughters and gave it to her, and they let her get into Chicago for 70 days. And I found my daughters, they was just turned 1 and 2 years old, and the 2-year-old elbow was fractured, the doctor said, when I got her to St. Louis for a minimum of 2 weeks. Could have been longer than that. You see, didn't nobody get in no trouble about that, but they should have. From the people that came in my house without probable cause, without a warrant, they should have came and they should have got all of them and gave them court charges, even the mother. But let me tell you, after that, the mother had another child in 2010 or 9, and that child was taken. When they just went up there to her birthday, July of 2019, you see what I'm saying? Here it is. The mother is a manager at a Burger King in Indiana. Got an old man that drive 18-wheeler trucks. She had the audacity, all she took me and my daughters through, she had the audacity, told me once her old man go to work at midnight, we can come down to Indiana and spend the night at our house. What I'm gonna spend the night at your house for? You see what I'm saying? If your old man was there or not, I don't have no reason to spend the night. But you told them before we came up to Chicago on the 17th of July of 2019, you told them that you were gonna take them to, what was it, baby? Funtown? You was gonna take them to, not Funtown, but Great America. You told them you were gonna take them to Great America. Get up there, then your plans changed. You say you was gonna get off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to spend that time with them. They come 800 miles round trip. You or your family ain't never did nothing for them. But I don't look for you to do nothing for them because they mine. You see what I'm saying? You responsible, but people like Susanna Wesley, these other people, the police department, some of them at Charles, Missouri, some of them in the sheriff department, and some of these other people in Charles, Missouri, they seem fit to help you because I'm an activist that speaks up against injustice, whether they're black or white, whether they're the judge, or whether they somebody out in the streets. Just because they didn't like me, what I stand for, they helped at you. Somebody they knew was on drugs, knew that my daughters was gonna be in danger, but I want them to know what type of person you is. After they gave you my children and I got them back, you had another one, you don't even have them. 3 of them up there you don't have. These 2 came up there. You didn't even come to the birthday party. Your mother had the audacity to tell me how to raise my children, and I let her know. She was upstairs in her apartment while we were downstairs having a birthday party for her granddaughter, who she never did nothing for neither. She didn't raise my children's mother or her other 2 daughters. They was taken away from the system. Mine ain't. Mine was took illegally, but I went up to Chicago and got them. But my point is, you see what I'm saying? A lot of people down some men because some women, not all women, go into these shelters. The shelters don't care because they get millions of dollars every year. But let me tell you about their mother that y'all help. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't just drugs. She's supposed to be sober now. And when we got up there, she didn't do nothing. She told him, well, all I got is $100. She didn't even give him that. She didn't even see him. You see what I'm saying? And the sister that has all three of the other ones, they've been keeping them away, but they was able to see all of them. Look at my YouTube video and see if the grandmother on there. My mother's passed away. I know my mother would have been there. But see if their mother's mother was there. See if any of her mother's brothers or sisters was there. It wasn't nothing but children and my children. That go to show you. I bought the cake. I bought the candles. I bought the pizzas. You see what I'm saying? I bought everything that they had. They didn't get a card. You see what I'm saying? They didn't get a penny from none of them. But they didn't have to. I spent my money on them because they my baby. But I just want to show y'all what type of people that y'all helping. You see what I'm saying? Had y'all did evaluation, you would knew she was on heroin. Some of y'all did, because some of y'all that worked it there, and you know who you is, you was using heroin. You aid and assist some of these people that's selling this mess. You give them the jobs, but you won't give people like me jobs. But I'm gonna leave y'all like this here. My daughters enjoyed themselves. They got chance to see what type of people, you see what I'm saying, their family is on the other side. But let me show you what my daughters did for me. Y'all see that box? That ain't just a box. If you know what Stacey Adams looked like, that's what my daughters did for me. They didn't have to. They didn't have to do that for me. This is what my daughters, my two youngest daughters, did for me. You see what I'm saying? They didn't have to do it. You know why they do it? Because they have love for me just like I have love for them. But let me tell y'all, I don't care who don't like me. Don't take it out on my daughters. You see what I'm saying? And to their grandmother, like I told her before, don't try to tell me how to raise my children when you live in a project where you ain't paying damn bill, you ain't never had a job in your life, and you tell me I need to let my daughters be around somebody other than me. I know you ain't talking about being around you. What type of example could you or your daughter show my kids? You can't show them no positive example, because y'all a poor excuse is being a grandmother and a mother. And then your daughter that has the other three children teaches my daughters and my two youngest daughters, brothers and sisters, that they're not brothers and sisters. They're cousins, because the auntie's saying she's the mother and her husband is the father. If you want to teach them that, you can teach them that. As you being the mother and the father, because the biological mother is not doing nothing. But I'm not going to teach my two daughters, because the mother is not doing her job. I'm not going to teach my daughters that their biological brothers and sisters are their cousins, because they're not. You see what I'm saying? And I don't care who don't like what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? All I'm trying to do is show people that run these here safe havens, run these shelters, these police department chiefs, and these sheriffs, and anybody else, courts. Do some investigation before you take the word of some woman coming into that shelter saying somebody done did something to them. They ain't wrote no police report. You know why? Because there was nothing to write. All they wanted to do is try to take Raymond Lewis Ivy, two children, and I fought for mine. You see what I'm saying? I fought for mine, and I'll continue to fight for mine, and I'll die for mine. You follow what I'm saying? If you got children, whether you're male or female, if they're going in the wrong hands, stand up for them, y'all. Stand up and fight for them. But I'm going to leave y'all with this here. One thing about Raymond Lewis Ivy, I'm not tough. I never claimed to be tough. But one thing I'm tough enough to do is protect me, my two daughters, my 91-year-old dad, this property. You see what I'm saying? And tough enough to speak what I know that I have a right to speak. And I'm going to leave you like I came. Peace, be still.